Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS BIZTOOLS. Welcome to Accountant's Minute. COVID-19 survival assistance is very much in every professional accountant, bookkeeper, and business advisor's mind at present. This is an event that we've never seen the likes of before in Australia. So how do you go about assisting your small business and medium-sized enterprise clients? Well, the Australian government certainly played its part, haven't they? About $200 billion in packages have been introduced in stimulus packages 1, 2, and 3 to assist businesses with turnovers under $50 million. Last Wednesday night in Canberra, we had the Australian Parliament unanimously pass legislation for stimulus package number 3, which legalised the JobKeeper payment scheme that the Prime Minister had outlined about 7 or 8 days earlier. It's amazing how quick legislation's been drafted and passed by Parliament, isn't it? Hopefully there's not too many errors that have been made in this process. And the other big announcement that we had last week that seems to have just snuck under the radar a little bit has been the commercial tenants rental waivers. And this also applies to businesses with turnovers up to $50 million per annum, because to qualify for the commercial tenants rental waivers, the applicant has to have passed the requirements to be eligible for the JobKeeper program. And that means they have to be under $50 million in turnover and that their revenue has to have decreased or is expected to decrease by 30% from what was achieved in 2019. And if the business has commenced operations only this financial year, 2019-20, the tax commissioner has been given the power to come up with an alternative formula for that particular business. So a lot has happened. We've also got the boosting for cash flow for employers, which will provide somewhere between $20,000 and $100,000 for each employer in Australia in 3 separate payments. The first payment of which will be made around the 28th of April based on business activity statements being lodged for the period ended 31 March. ESS BIZTOOLS is also trying to assist accountants to deliver a broader range of professional assistance to your clients, because many of them are going to be interested in a whole range of activities beyond taxation. We have developed Survival in Difficult Times product package to assist people who subscribe to our products, and it's available as a standalone product if that's what you would like to be able to achieve. But it also includes a COVID-19 survival package and a whole range of material relative to the COVID-19 coronavirus. The other big event that we are launching this week, in fact on Friday the 17th of April, and that is the COVID-19 Survival Panel. We have invited 10 people who are consultants to accountancy, bookkeeping or business advisory businesses, and or small businesses and medium-sized enterprises to join us in a weekly webinar that we are presenting to the Australian accounting, bookkeeping and business advisory industry to participate in. you are all invited to this complimentary webinar. We're going to spend 1 hour looking at the issues, and we're going to have a range of expert commentators that will be on a roster that will participate in the individual webinar presentations every Friday from now on until the end of September, when hopefully COVID-19 coronavirus has been defeated in Australia. Our first panel introduces to you a gentleman that many of you know very well, and that is Andrew Geddes, who's been involved in the Australian accounting industry as an educator, motivator, trainer, coach for over 40 years. And for the last 9 or 10 years, Andrew has been very closely involved as the chair of Green Cross Limited, a company that started as a one veterinary surgery practice in Townsville, and over a period of time become a top 200 ASX public company. Andrew is going to be talking about the leadership issues that accountants need to be addressing as you work with your clients on trying to develop strategies to enable them to survive the coronavirus. The second panel member is Jordan Lowry. Jordan is the Managing Director of Blackstone Business Services, and he's a human resources, employee motivation, workplace health and safety expert. And he is going to be discussing with you how you might communicate with your clients about the people issues that many of them have got at present as they make some very important decisions as to what they are going to do in their business. Next week, we will have a different panel, and we will be alternating the members of the panel every week, so that over the period between now and September, you will have the opportunity of hearing individual panel members 5 or 6 times over this period. You can register for this complimentary webinar by clicking on the registration form on the Accountant's Minute article that you've received, or you can go to our website, www.essbiztools.com.au/webinars, and register for the recording. If you would like to view it at another time rather than 12 noon AEST, that's all right. We will be sending links to the webinar recordings to everyone on our database. So hopefully, if you're unable to physically attend, you can view it then. But what we want from you, please, is questions. What question would you like to ask a gentleman like Andrew Geddes, chairman of a top 200 ASX company, one of the founders of the Financial Management Research Centre at the University of New England? And I have great memories of attending events at the University of New England with Andrew Geddes, Sam Beasley, Ian Brown, and some other people, and some great accountants over the years. And many of you would remember Andrew from the time he was a joint managing director within Smith Inc. Limited with David Smith. So if you've got some questions you would like Andrew Geddes to answer on Friday morning or Friday lunchtime, why don't you send me an email, peter@essbiztools.com.au, with your question, and I will make sure that Andrew gets that question to answer on Friday. If you have any questions relative to human resources, workplace, health and safety, Fair Work Australia issues, employee contracts, motivating team members for either your own firm or for a client's firm, now is the opportunity to draft those questions and send them through to me. and I will make sure that Jordan Lowry gets those questions asked to him on Friday. May I take this opportunity of wishing you and your clients every success during this very difficult period. If you'd like to have a conversation with me on any issue that you think I might be able to help, please send me an email, peter@eossbiztools.com.au. Stay safe and have a good day. Goodbye.